Closed captioning is a system that was developed for television so that people that are deaf or hard of hearing could still enjoy programming. It puts the words being spoken at the bottom of the screen in text. The web has historically been a little slow to catch up on some of these accessibility issues, but recently, YouTube has added a feature where you can also do closed captioning. Let's see how it works. I'm on a video content page, and I want to draw your attention to a small button at the bottom of the video. It's right there, and it's CC for closed captioning, and that's a universal symbol for closed captioning. You see that there's a menu with a couple different choices, and the one I want to try is transcribe audio, but you can see that it's a beta feature, and when we click it, we may get some more information about why that's so. So now, YouTube is telling us that this is an experimental service and it might not be perfect. Basically, it's using the computer algorithms to turn voice into text, and it's not going to be perfect. But that's okay, let's try it anyway. So now I see that I'm going to see an English transcription, and let's play to see how good it is.
Map makers draw imaginary lines on maps and globes.
So you can see that some of the words are right, but some of the words are wrong. He didn't say now markers, he said map makers. So we have some of the text, but it's not perfect. As we go through this transcription, we'll see that it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 60 to 75% complete, and depending on all the details, how clear the voice is, and the algorithm, sometimes it's going to be better, sometimes not quite as good. But that's okay, because there's something we can do to improve it. Up on the top bar, because we're logged in and are the creator of this video, we have the choice to edit captions and subtitles. You can also reach the same place through My Videos and Edit. So let's click on Edit Captions and Subtitles. Now we see the different tracks that are available. We have a machine transcription. That's the one that was already made and we got the warning about. But we also have the option to add our own captions or transcript. We're going to do that, but we're going to start by downloading the automated one. Then we can correct it and upload the corrected one. There'll also be some tips along the way. So go ahead and click download if you're following along, and I'm going to switch over to my text editor where I've already opened this caption file. So here's what the caption file looks like. And in a moment, we'll get into making some corrections. But for now, I want you to notice the time code lines. That's line 1, line 5, line 8, and so on. If you want to correct or write your own caption files, these are really important. What they're telling us is when the caption starts and ends. So it's hours, minutes, seconds, and then fractions of a second. That's when it begins, then a comma, then when the transcription line goes down, and so on for each line of transcription. Now we see the very same line that we were looking at, now makers, and so on. Luckily, I've gone through this with a fine-tooth comb and made all of these corrections. They're in this file that I've called Captions 2. You see that I've carefully made all the corrections. This took me a little bit of time, but not nearly as long as if I'd had to transcribe myself. I've already saved this file, so now I want to switch back to YouTube and upload it. I want to add a new captions or transcript track, and I do want to add a caption file, meaning that I have correctly and carefully used that timecode format. If I upload a transcript file, i.e. just words, no timecode, YouTube will do its best to match those words to what's being said, but that, like the machine transcript, is only in beta. Let's go find that file that we saved. I put it on the desktop. Now I can click Upload File. Now, there's no need to go back to the dedicated video page. We can preview our new transcription right here.
Map makers draw imaginary lines on maps.
Now we see that we have two different options for our transcription. The original machine transcription and now the new uploaded transcription that we made. We don't have to go all the way back to the video content page to preview this. We can just push play right here and see the improvement.
Map makers draw imaginary lines on maps and globes.
You can see that all of our corrections have been picked up in the closed captioning. Now we've used all of the work of the algorithm, and where it became limited, A human went in and made the corrections. The best of both worlds. Closed captioning might not be something that you've thought a lot about if you don't have a friend or a relative who's deaf or hard of hearing. But for people in those situations, this is very important for them. And I would really encourage you to do the little bit of extra work that it takes to close caption your videos. Those who read them will really appreciate the time you took.